There it goes.
There you go, babe.
He's so ready.
All right. So I'm gonna have you walk her. When we're leading her, you want all of the reins in your left hand. Your right hand's gonna be right by her head.
Okay.
So this way, if she's going too fast or too slow, you can steer her and push her around. So if she's walking on top of you, you're gonna have that arm out so that she can't walk on top of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're just gonna ask her to walk. She's nice and quiet. So go ahead and take that. And take that. I'm going to get a lead rope real quick, just to be safe. Hey, babe, that sounds like a dog. Oh, my husband's home. All right, so ask her to walk. So eyes
just
forward.
say walk?
We're just gonna, yep, just start walking. Give her a little cluck. There we go. Hi, dog. That's Bentley.
Hi.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, can I turn on the tractor?
Yeah, she'll be fine. Yep, and you're gonna put your head over. We're gonna walk right in the arena. Good girl, Miss Lil.
She's like, but it's dinner time, guys.
I have ribs cooking inside. The house smells so good right now. So before we get on, we are going to tighten the girth, so ask her to stop.
Stop.
Yep, so we're going to say whoa. Whoa is the term for stop. And make sure this is tight so you don't go sliding off. I'm assuming you want to stay in the saddle today?
That'd probably be good.
Okay.
Usually.
All right, so she's a little tubby. So I'm gonna do a little trick to, oh, I had this on someone else last. Let me just loosen this. I know. You're fatter than everyone else, dude. You need to put the girth down. I always forget that she needs it differently. She's got a little weight down here. Huh, pretty. I know. Yeah. A little bit more.
Do you have any of the horses that when you're tacking up, do like the really deep inhale, and then once you get on the exhale, then you gotta like readjust
My gelding. Yep. I'm gonna put these down for you because I think you're a little bit taller than me.
It was really funny because when I was talking to her, I'm like, yeah, he's a big guy. She was just like, he's just lanky.
We'll try to make it work.
He's tall.
This is a very old saddle, so my goal is to be able to. Where's her hip bone? Okay.
Right up here somewhere.
This is very stiff leather.
That's the good kind.
Is it?
Good thick leather, just a little stiff.
Yeah, but with a saddle, you want it to be movable.
You used to know a trick where we used to hold it.
Neat's foot oil is a good trick.
What is it?
Neat's foot oil.
I knew it was some type of oil.
Okay, we're gonna have to go up a little bit. I don't think these are gonna shift. You are the tallest person I've had here, just to let you know.
Well, there's something.
I mean, you saw my husband. He's not very tall either, so we are short people. We're gonna give this a shot. I'll do what I can to adjust it, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get that down anymore. We're gonna make that work. I think this saddle is older than I am. By a bit.
When I would ride, my dad was originally, we were going to get me my own.
Good girl.
We were going to get me my own saddle.
We're gonna get this a shot. So before we get on, we'll put the reins on. We're gonna do another check. So stick your fingers right by this girth. Feel how tight that is. So it's nice and snug.
Is that about what you want?
Yep. So I might tighten that a tiny bit more, but that's pretty tight right now. I can just barely get my fingers in there. Yeah, we're good. So when we get on, I'm gonna have you put your left foot in here. You're gonna lean your weight over her back and then swing your right leg behind. and then you'll be sitting in the saddle. But I do have this to help you get on so we can be a little more gentle on her back.
All right.
All right, so climb on up. Yep, left foot in there. Lean forward. There you go. Okay, so these don't look too horrible. What do you think?
Pretty high
You're on
off
a
the
horse.
ground.
Yeah? So next step is to grab the reins. So grab the reins. You're holding them naturally correct. Good job. Hold her there for a second. I'm just gonna attach this so you don't have to worry about too much quite yet. All right, do you have a guess about how we ask her to go? Other than like screaming hey on, like lassoing things, because you don't do that.
Yeah, I'd probably, what's the correct way?
You're gonna squeeze your legs. So give her a squeeze and tell her to walk.
Walk?
Yep, so just like that. And then asking her to stop is just pulling back on the reins towards your hip and say whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. So legs are the gas, reins are the brake.
All right.
Most of it. And then steering is, it's pretty intuitive. Ask her to walk, give her a squeeze with those legs.
Walk.
Yep. And then if we want to turn to the left, take that left hand and pull out towards me. Yep, so you're gonna do a nice big circle down here. And now if you want to turn right, it's the other side. Just like that. So while we're walking, let's think about where our body is. The best thing we can do for these horses so that we can not give them mixed signals is to make sure we're directly in the center of their body. So really make sure you exhale, let your body sink into the saddle. You want those shoulders back, bring that upper body back. All of their movement is going to start from the butt. So if we can keep our upper body back, that's really going to help encourage them to step more from behind as opposed to leaning on their forehand. So in addition to that, see if you can stretch those heels down for me. These actually might be too long. Yeah, just like that. So if we stretch our heels down, that's going to keep more weight down in the saddle. So if she were to do something silly, your weight would be down and it'd be a lot easier to stay up there. She's not going to go anywhere.
All right.
But, so I'm going to take you off, okay? And let's just see if we can get her to walk around the outside of the arena. So bring those hands down while she's walking nicely. And you just want a tiny bit of outside rein to keep her out on the outside. And there's a little bit of a track that you can follow. Chloe, where are you going? Nowhere, Mom. Our dogs don't listen either, so. Just like that. Good. See if you can bring those shoulders just back a little bit. There you go. That's better posture right now. So she's coming off the rail a little, so a little opening right rein. Pull her over to the rail. Good job. Beautiful. Good. And now she's there, so we can have our hands quiet and together. Right there. So this is our go-to position right here. When she's being good and we don't need to steer, we want our hands right up and together. Just like that. Down here, let's do a big circle. Keep her on the rail there. We're just going to do a big circle down at this end. So keep her on the rail until right before the jump, and then we're going to cut across to the other side. Bring the shoulders back just a little bit more. There. Eyes up. Start steering left. Good. Bring those hands down just a little bit. And let's head right over. So this is a horrible circle. This is super lopsided. More like an egg. So let's do that one more time. A nice round circle.
Okay.
You're starting to get the feel of her now. It looks like you're starting to get a little more comfortable. Her walk is starting to move forward a little bit, which is good. Nice round circle down here. Keep stretching down in those heels, really lengthen that leg. Hi, Lily girl. Good.
It's a little bit better, maybe.
It's getting smaller. That's okay. Let's go back out to the rail, and we're going to do a big S-turn now. So keep her on the rail, and right before these jumps, we're going to head across to the other side. So we're going to go from doing this left bend, a couple straight steps, and then we're going to turn to the right. We're going to head right to the other side. See if we can get her over to that side of the rail, and then we'll start to turn right. There you go. Shoulders back a little bit more, nice proud chest. That way we can really make sure our weight is back. She can feel those little changes. So every little thing that we do up there, she can feel. So the quieter we can keep ourselves, the more direct our communication is going to be with her. So it helps them a lot. Bring those hands down together. There. Once we get down at this end, we're going to do another circle. Hopefully a little bit more round than the other direction. No pressure. the other side of the arena. Keep her in the corner here. Don't let her cheat these corners.
Oh.
Good job. No, I'd rather see you use that corner. The more we can use the corners, the bigger this arena becomes.
Okay.
Good. I like this a lot better already. So now eyes up directly at the hill. Good. Hands together a little bit more. There. Very nice. So you look like you're pretty comfortable with steering. Makes sense?
Yeah,
Any questions
I'm
so far?
starting to get it.
Yeah.
It's no dirt bike.
I told my husband I want one of those. We're starting to build trails back there, like cutting trees down. I want a dirt bike.
Honestly,
They are fun.
after you've ridden, I don't know how you could go back to a dirt bike. I would prefer this over any AT.
Yeah. So go ahead and keep her walking on the rail. You can bring her. Alright, so you mastered the circle. That was a much nicer circle. I'm going to set up some cones. Do you know what a serpentine is?
Not quite.
Okay, so we're going to zigzag between these cones.
Oh, okay.
Alternating left and right. We just want to make sure these turns are nice and quiet. So we don't want to have our hands drifting from side to side. We want every transition to be nice and quiet. This looks beautiful right here. In addition to using our hands, we can also use a little bit of leg. So when we're coming this way, horses all move off pressure. So if you want them to move to the right, use that left leg and push them to the right. So right now, let's go back the other way. Use that right leg and push your shoulder over. Good. So right now it's going to be both hands towards me and right leg.
Okay.
And then we're going to start changing. Hands towards the outside and left leg. Hands towards me, right leg. There you go. Good. This looks really nice. Any questions so far?
No, I think you're doing a pretty good job explaining it.
All right, so let's take her back around the outside. We're just going to keep her on the rail for a second. So you know how to ask her to stop. So let's ask her to stop.
Whoa.
Pull back towards your hips. Hands down.
Oh.
Yep, towards your hips. There you go. And then walk forward.
Walk.
There you go. Make sure you're steering. Going to have a two directions where you're going. So that means eyes up and a little bit of gentle rein so that she knows where she's supposed to go. Ask her to stop again.
Whoa.
All the way, and then relax. And you can have her walk.
Walk.
Good job. Shoulders back a little bit. So in addition to pulling back all the way, we can also do it a little bit. We can have a lot of control of how fast or how slow she walks. So let's try to keep her moving forward and just apply a little bit of rein and slow her walk down. So just a tiny bit, slow her down more. So we don't want a constant hold. Keep asking her to go forward. It's more of a hold and release. A little hold and release. So at every step you're like, stop a little bit, but keep going. Stop a little bit, but there you go. You feel how she's slowing down but still moving forward?
Yep.
Yep. So this is perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we have some control of her speed. Not just whether it's on or off, but how much is on. Bring those shoulders back a little bit more. There you go. And in addition to that, we can also apply more leg and have her walk faster. So if we want her to go faster, that means no brakes. So hands forward. And we need a tiny bit of gas, so just a little bit of leg. We're just going to encourage her to take a bigger step. So does this feel a little bit faster?
Yep.
She's taking a bigger step right now. In addition to speed, you're also changing how many steps she takes or how big of a step she takes. So I have two cones here. We're going to count how many strides it takes her to get from one cone to the other. And we're going to see how changing her stride, changing her speed is going to affect that. So let's start with a nice fast walk here. Encourage her to walk on. That's a nice walk. So I'm going to count strides for you. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's like 7.5 strides. So if we slow her down, we're going to get more. So we're shooting for 10 strides. I think you can do that.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to keep her going slow from the first cone to the second cone. That means not letting her break, so you need a tiny bit of gas. But every step, you wanna have your hands down into your hips and say, slow down, not so fast. You're listening to me. And we're gonna see if we can squeeze in a couple extra steps. What did I say that was? 7.5 or 8.5?
7.5.
Okay. So we're gonna shoot for 9-ish.
All
We're
right.
gonna see if we can get more strides in there. So now start asking her to slow down. So slow down.
Slow
Every
down.
step, just squeeze with those fingers and release. A little bit of leg, squeeze and release.
Whoa.
Shoulders back. Let's do a circle down here. Let's start a little bit more straight. So go ahead all the way out to the rail, head to the barn. We're gonna make this a little straighter. A little crooked.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
You're out to the left. Bring those shoulders back. Make sure you're nice and centered in the saddle. There you go. Eyes right at the first cone. All right. So now start asking her to slow down with those fingers. Every step, slow down and release. Make sure she has some release. There you go. So 1. Slow down 2. A little bit of leg. 3. Steer that way. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9.5. All right. So we definitely changed her speed, but your steering was all over the place. Let's do that one more time, and we're going to see if we can make that a little bit straighter. When
All
they're
right.
going slow, it is definitely harder to get that straight line. So you just have to think of keeping her between your reins, keeping her between your legs, making sure your hips, elbows, shoulders are all in one line. That's going to help her straighten out her body a lot. So eyes up, let's make this line nice and straight. So we're shooting for at least 9. We're going to ask her to slow down again.
Slow down.
Just like that. Make sure she has a little bit of a release. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. So it's a little bit bigger than last time. Let's just see if we
Maybe.
can walk it. What?
Maybe a little straighter. Maybe.
Just being generous.
Okay.
Being generous. Let's try that one more time, but doing it a little bit faster. So it should be a little bit easier to keep her going straight. If she is going crooked, that might mean your reins are uneven. So let's check that outside rein. Make sure they're nice and even. Make sure you're applying even pressure with those legs, because she is going to move off your leg, and that's going to affect her straightness as well. So nice quick walk now. Steer that way, hands out that way. There. 3. Nope, I didn't count. Okay, we're going to have to start over because we didn't do that fast enough. The whole malted. But you see how much straighter that was?
Yeah.
So a quicker horse is going to encourage them to go straighter. When they get slow, they get kind of wiggly. It's kind of like when you're riding a bicycle. It's easier to go a straight line when you're riding a bike. Or dirt bike, I'm sure. I wouldn't know.
They definitely like to go fast.
Yeah, I figured. So I'm going to actually count this time. Let's do a
Okay.
nice quick walk. So encourage her to walk forward. So that means hands out in front of you a little bit. And every step, just give her a gentle squeeze with those legs. Ask her for a bigger walk step. Yep, so eyes forward. Make sure you're straight. So 1, 2, more leg. 3, 4, good job. 5, 6. That was like 6.5, 7. That was great. Do you feel how she started to actually walk in front of you? That's awesome. So let's go ahead and take her around the outside of the arena again. You're a good girl now. Are you up for trying some jogging today?
Sure, why not?
Okay. It's your birthday. You have to do some birthday jogging or something. I think that's a thing.
Sure, it is now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's like cake and jogging. It's the same thing. So you work off the cake by jogging. I nailed it. I just won birthday. So it's very similar to asking her for that quick walk. So we're going to keep her leg on, and let's get her to the rail first. Keep her on the rail. I'm not going to let you jog until we're steering nicely. So we're going to keep her on the rail, and all we're going to do is jog down the long side and bring her back to the walk. And she's just going to be nice and slow, but it is bouncy. So all you want to think about is relaxing your weight down in that stirrup. Let those legs get nice and long. Drop that heel down. Keep that upper body back. It is bouncy, but she's a really good girl. So when we get to the mounting block, we're going to ask her to jog. So just a light squeeze with that leg. And when we get to the corner post, we're gonna ask her to come back to the wall.
All right.
Shorten those reins just a bit. Shorten those reins just a bit. Tiny bit shorter reins. So you can literally slide your hand down. Yeah, there you go. So that you're grabbing down closer.
Oh.
Yep. So you want shorter reins so that your hands are closer to her mouth. So we'll try it on this side. So just a gentle hold of her face. And then we're gonna ask her to walk just like you've been doing. So tiny squeeze, ask her to jog.
Jog.
Give her a little cluck, give her a little squeeze. Good job. Good job. Ask her to walk.
Walk.
Good job. Pull back to your hip. There you go. So what do you think we should change next time?
Probably everything.
I mean, the steering, I think, is a good place to start.
Yeah.
Are you still breathing when you're up there? Breathing is a good thing. So now keep her in the corner, a little outside rein. There you go.
All right, let's get
So we're
back.
going to try it down this long side next. So drop down that weight in the stirrups. Make sure those heels are down, shoulders back. Outside rein a tiny bit. Keep her on the rail and ask her to jog. Hands down. Outside rein. Outside rein.
Walk.
Good. Keep asking her to walk. There you go. So what do you think of the jog?
It's definitely bouncy.
It's a little different than the walk. She's actually the most comfortable horse to do it on. So it does get bouncier. But that's really good. Once we get around the corner here, we're going to do a big S-turn again, cut through the middle and change direction. So make sure we're keeping her in this corner. And then once we get to the jumps that are on the wall, we're going to cut across through the middle. Good job keeping her on the rail. That looks really nice. Those shoulders back just a little bit. Think really nice posture. Hands down and forward just a bit. Give her a little bit of room with those reins. There you go. So now we can start to look to the left. I know, Bubba girl. So hungry. Shorten those reins up just a tiny bit so your hands are closer to her mouth. There you go. We're going to do the same thing. So starting at this corner post, down to the mounting block. So drop down in those stirrups, heels down, shoulders back, just a tiny squeeze. Tiny squeeze. Outside rein, hold her there. Come on, little leg. There you go. Here! And keep breathing up there. That looks so much nicer. You look so much more comfortable. Hands to your hips, ask her to walk. Drop those heels.
Walk.
Drop those. There you go. Pull back to your hips. There you go. And when she walks, make sure you release her. Tell her, good girl, because you want her to have a place to go. When she listens to you, you're like, okay, you can have your face back. So that's her reward. When she's listening and she comes back to the wall. But that looked so much better. How did that feel?
It felt a lot better.
It looked a lot more controlled. You weren't bouncing. You had your legs down. You were breathing still. That looked really good. We're going to do that same thing. And as long as we're controlled, we're going to keep her trotting. So a little bit of outside rein to keep her out there. Tiny squeeze. Ask her to trot. Shoulders
Trot.
back. Shoulders back. Heels down. Little squeeze with that calf. There. Hands down. Outside rein, keep it down there, keep it trotting through the corner. Good. Heels down. And after the walk.
Walk.
Heels down. Shoulders back. Pull back to your hips after the walk.
Walk.
Good. And then release. Good job. Very nice. We're in that corner down there, a little outside rein. So next we're going to try to do a circle, which means you have to steer even more.
Okay.
So we're going to start on a circle down here, and I just want you to stay on a nice big circle. So we'll practice it at the walk real quick, and then we're going to do it at the stop. So that means we have to keep her in the corner. If the circle gets really tiny, it's going to make it even harder to sit. So the more of the arena we can use, the easier it's going to be to do. So then when you're coming down here, we're going to try to use as much as we can while still doing don't want to start to turn left until you get a little bit closer. We're just going to think nice round turn, nice quiet movement with our hand. We have to make sure she's staying on the rail, but that we're still going to actually do the full circle. So just like that. Are you ready to try it at the trot?
Wow, okay.
You sound very excited. I like it. So heels down before we start, shoulders back. Once we get to the other side, we're going to start. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of an easier time so we don't have to think about steering through the middle. Because we have the sides, and that's really going to encourage her to keep going forward. It's this part which is going to be the hard part, to keep her moving straight and to keep her to do the circle. Thank you for pooping in my arena, Lily. So start thinking about that left. And once we get past the mounting block, let's ask for that trot. So heels down, shoulders back. Just a gentle squeeze of that calf. Hands down. Keep her in that corner. Okay. Leg on, keep trotting. Eyes up to the left. With the circle. Heels down. Drop those heels down. Good. Keep that leg on. Keep her going. This looks really, really nice. Bring the shoulders back a little bit more. Heels down. Heels down. Keep her going. This looks really nice right here. This is really impressive. Keep her going. One more circle.
Oh.
Come on, a little bit of leg. A little bit of gas. Heels down. Keep her going all the way past the mounting block. Heels down. So during this downward transition, think about sinking that weight down, exhaling, dropping your weight into the saddle, and then say, whoa.
Whoa.
Good job. Drop that heel. So that was your best downward transition also. You really exhaled and dropped your weight in the saddle. If your heels were down during that, she would have really come back to a nice walk. So we just still have to think about those heels down, shoulders back. How are your legs feeling?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's just a lot to remember all at once.
It's a lot of muscle memory to be able to do this without having to think of every little thing. There's a lot that goes on to it. So we're going to take her up. We're just going to let her walk out a little bit. Let's walk her right up over the tiny little white net. The little cavaletti.
The what?
So the cavaletti, this white thing on the ground, is the pole. So straight up over the middle. So let's think nice and straight. When we're doing this, we want our heels down and eyes up. And we're just going to give her her head. So when we're doing obstacles like this, the best thing we can do to help the horse and really make it easier for them is to do everything very straight.
Okay.
So we're going to come up to it straight, and then we're going to go away from it straight. So when we're going over it, we want our eyes up. We're going to choose a point out in the distance to keep her head and shoulders back. Let's see if we can do that again, but make her straight. No fair letting her cut the corner at the end. I am a lady, so these horses always want to come see me. You do look really good. She's a good girl, this little. Remember, nice and straight. Drop that heel down. Bring those shoulders back. Eyes up, straight out in the distance. Think about where her shoulder is, where she is looking. So bring her to the right. There you go. And keep her out there. Don't let her cut this corner. Don't let her. Good job. Good. That was exactly what I was looking for. Very nice. Good girl. Good girl. So we'll let her walk over to the mounting block, and then we're going to get off, and you get to help me give her a balance as she's swimming. Just like everyone else. That time of year, they get baths every year, or every day. Once you get up here, you can ask her to stop. So pull back and continue.
Whoa.
Good. So to dismount, I'm going to have you take your right foot out. And you're going to swing that behind you so that your stomach is almost on the saddle, and you can get your other foot out, and then you can hop down. Never mind, you're tall. You can. I'm not used to tall people, I swear. All right, you did awesome. How are your legs feeling? Not too
Oh,
bad?
they're fine.
Okay. So she's your horse right now. You're still in charge. Put that in your other hand. Yep.
Hey,
We're going to walk her right in.
Babe, try to smile at least for some of these things.
He's focusing. Push your head this way.
I am focusing.
It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. It takes a good amount of riding to be able to think about all these things at once. said you like it.
I do.
You sold? You guys gonna get some horses?
I'd love to someday.
It is a ton of fun.
That's the first time I ever rode one that wasn't attached to a pole when
Yeah.
I was a little kid.
Go ahead and lead her in. So we're gonna bring her in and then we'll flip her around. So
Will
walk
she
her.
just kind of turn around on her own?
So go ahead and stop, and you're just gonna pull her head towards me. There you go, just like that. Yep, that's literally all there is to it. She's pretty good.
You're on my foot.
Hi, good girl. So undo this. She's itchy. She needs to itch you. Yeah. Everyone. Just a little buckle, push forward. Yep.
There we go.
So you can slide that off her head. Pull it forward. Yep, you can just leave that on. You're gonna slide it right up over her ears. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
I know, you're so itchy, aren't you? Yeah, you guys get dinner now. Oh yeah.